Hello and welcome. Today I'm in something quite special. This is a Mercedes C43 AMG. Oh my goodness me. This is a W202 C-Class and the very first Mercedes factory-built AMG after their acquisition of AMG in 1998. It's powered by a 4.3 litre naturally aspirated V8 which produces 302 brake horsepower and 410 Newton meters of torque. It's an absolute animal, and although by today's standards a 0 to 60 of 5.7 seconds is not particularly good, with hot hatches now beating that, it's absolutely incredible. The power it can deliver is insane, and the kick down from the gearbox is absolutely unbelievable. They only made around 4,500 units of these cars, and many were lost to rot because the classic Mercedes tin worm got to them. They are exceptional vehicles, and at around £50,000 new in 1998, you can really tell a lot of engineering went into them, and that 2-year span and only 4,500 vehicles is not a lot for the amount of work that did go into it. It's the successor to the Mercedes C43 AMG, which was just a moderately souped up C280 with 280 brake horsepower. I'm a massive Mercedes fan anyway. I had an S210 E55 AMG, which was just incredible for an estate vehicle to do 0 to 60 in 5.4 seconds, and again, that was from 1998. What a machine. These are vastly appreciating, and you need to get one fairly soon if you want one. Good examples are around £10,000 to £15,000. This has done 153,500 miles. Not that you would know. The V8 still pulls absolutely magnificently, and at £7,500 it's a bit of a steal. You can get a project, but be careful with them because, as I said before, the rot on them is just phenomenal. The wings rot front and back, although you can get replacement front wings. I think a pair is about £150, which is pretty good. The sills rot, so you need to make sure the jacking points rot. Anywhere normal that you can think of, rot has probably ensued. I doubt there is one on the road that hasn't been welded. If there is, it's going to be very low mileage, part of a collection, and always been garaged. Equivalent vehicles such as the B5 S4 Audi, which was a 2.7 litre bi-turbo V6, Quattro as well. I think they're meant to be incredible cars. I've yet to drive one. I'd like to have one soon. But they are, price-wise, they're around, I think, between £5,000 and £7,000 for a very high mileage, but well-maintained example. And obviously, the lower mileage, the higher the price. Again, north of £10,000 for a good one. Whereas E36 M3 is already at £10,000. I think a project is about £6,500 to £8,000. So this is sat right in the middle of those. Everything is subjective, but I love V8s. For me, a V8, the noise, the torque, everything about them is just sensational. And this is no exception. I love this car, and I think the details and also the quite sleeper look it provides is quite an understated, and I don't think you really know. It's quite sporty looking, but I don't think you know. If you weren't a car person, you would look at this car and go, that's a fast car. The monoblocks, the standard AMG monoblocks, obviously give something away, and the badges on the boot, C43 and then the AMG. But there's a lot of cars have AMG on the back. My daily driver, W204 C220, because it's an AMG sport model, although it's a 2.1 litre diesel, has an AMG badge on the back of it because it had an AMG pack added to it. So, you know, you may or may not know. Inside, the quality is quite apparent. I like the white touches on the dials, they're very good. The carbon strip along the top of the dash and the carbon centre console, I think when you get in it, you know, and when you can feel the quality, you can feel the luxury as well. Electric seats, you have pneumatic lumbar adjustment, and extension under the knees. I don't know the technical term for that, I apologise. That's just on a little switch here. You can probably hear that through my mic. The Tuxedo two-tone leather, black and white, is fantastic. Has everything electric as you can imagine, mirrors, windows, everything. Auto sensing wipers, cruise control, aircon. It's a car that is fully loaded. It's a non-sunroof model, and I think the sunroof was an optional extra around £1,500, which is crazy to think. There's also a button on the dash, which is common in Mercedes, to be honest with you, but to think it's 23 years old, drops the rear headrests, as the visibility is not phenomenal. The handling is good. I think you can throw it into a corner knowing you're coming out without, doing the farmer's job of cutting the hedge in half, but you cannot class it as a sports car. This is a performance vehicle, and it's fairly evident when driving it. It's heavy, it's 1,500 kilograms, and a genuine pleasure to drive. It offers the executive saloon and equally the leery, monstrous and powerful performance vehicle all in one. It's a sensational combination, and I cannot recommend it highly enough. I think you can try and pick up on little bits and pieces. I think the rust is a horrendous thing. It really does. It destroys the cars. There are so many cars that were put to the scrapper because of it, but there are too many things going for it to be able to highlight that too much. I'm genuinely taken aback. This is the first proper drive I've had of it, and it's on a completely different planet. There are a few words I can describe. For a 23-year-old car to kick down like that and throw the power, it is sensational. If you've liked this video, please click the like button. If you'd like to see more videos like this, please click the subscribe button. Hope to see you soon. Thanks for watching. Cheers. Oh.